Today, we're going to tell you about one of the most humiliating defeats ever suffered by a great military leader. It's not Waterloo, it's not Stalingrad, it's not even Little Bighorn. It's the time when Napoleon Bonaparte, the Emperor of France and the master of Europe, was chased away by a bunch of fluffy rabbits. Yes, you heard that right. This is not a joke. This actually happened. And we're going to tell you all about it in this episode. So stay tuned and get ready for some history bites. Napoleon Bonaparte was a French emperor who rose to power in the late 18th and early 19th centuries. He conquered most of Europe and established a vast empire that stretched from Spain to Russia. He was known for his brilliant military strategies, his charismatic leadership, and his ambition to dominate the world. He was also known for his love of hunting, especially rabbits. In July 1807, Napoleon had just signed the Treaties of Tilsit, which ended the war between the French Empire and Imperial Russia. He was in a good mood and wanted to celebrate his victory with a rabbit hunt. He asked his Chief-of-Staff, Alexandre Berthier, to organize the event. Berthier was eager to please his master and invited some of the most prominent men in the military to join the hunt. He also arranged an outdoor luncheon and collected a large number of rabbits for the occasion. Berthier wanted to impress Napoleon with the abundance of game, so he bought hundreds or even thousands of rabbits from local farmers. He did not realize that there was a big difference between wild rabbits and tame rabbits. Wild rabbits are afraid of humans and run away when they see them. Tame rabbits are used to humans and associate them with food. Berthier's men caged the tame rabbits along the edges of a grassy field, where they waited for their release. When Napoleon arrived at the scene, he was greeted by Berthier and his guests. They had a pleasant meal and then prepared for the hunt. Napoleon took his gun and walked into the field, followed by his beaters and gun bearers. Berthier's men opened the cages and let the rabbits loose. But something strange happened. The rabbits did not scurry in fright. Instead, they bounded toward Napoleon and his men. Hundreds of fuzzy bunnies gunned it for the world's most powerful man. Napoleon and his party had a good laugh at first, but as the onslaught continued, their amusement turned into alarm. The Sea of Long Ears was storming Napoleon faster than revolutionaries had stormed the Bastille. Napoleon tried to shoo them away with his riding crop, but they did not budge. His men grabbed sticks and tried to chase them away, but they were too many. The coachmen cracked their bullwhips to scare them off, but they did not flinch. The rabbits were relentless. According to General Paul-Charles François Adrien Henry Dudon Thibault, who wrote about the incident in his memoirs, the intrepid rabbits turned the emperor's flank, attacked him frantically in the rear, refused to quit their hold, piled themselves up between his legs till they made him stagger, and forced the conqueror of conquerors, fairly exhausted, to retreat and leave them in possession of the field. Napoleon fled to his carriage, but even then, it did not stop. According to historian David Chandler, with a finer understanding of Napoleonic strategy than most of his generals, the rabbit horde divided into two wings and poured around the flanks of the party and headed for the Imperial coach. Some of the rabbits even leapt into the carriage. The attack ceased only as the coach rolled away. The man who was dominating Europe was no match for a battle with bunnies. So, what can we learn from this bizarre episode? Well, first of all, we can learn that history is full of surprises and that sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. Second, we can learn that even the greatest heroes have their weaknesses, and that sometimes they can be brought down by the smallest things. And third, we can learn that rabbits are not as cute and harmless as they seem. They can be fierce and fearless when they want to be. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more notifications. And don't forget to leave a comment below. What do you think about Napoleon's defeat by rabbits? Do you know any other funny or weird stories? Let us know in the comments section.